Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Scope. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Stepping in now, Will Harris, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. Got him, and that's number 15 for the ball game.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. There's a 2-seam fastball that's fought off foul off to the right. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Dodgers down in order. They're down 1-0. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First pitch on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Hot shot on the ground to short. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning opening base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there, made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And Judge is off and running. Hard hit ball to short. That's through a base hit, and he's got his third hit of the game. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
Into the box, Cody Bellinger, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Lifted down the line in left. Tomas moving in, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Tomas has it in his tracks, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jake Stevenson.
So next to the plate for Texas, Jake Stevenson. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Jose Leclerc takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Franchy Cordero will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. He's set. Here it comes. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Ricky Thurston, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Stevenson at third. Cordero is over at second with 1 down in the inning. 1-2 to the Rangers catcher. Two and two.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
The center fielder, number 13, John.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, John Flowers. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and two men gone.
Up next for the Rangers, second baseman, Lewis Grumman.
Standing in, Lewis Grumman. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a flare out toward right center. Renfroe sprinting after it. He can't get to it. This one's down. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Ro.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Stepping in now, Matt Chapman. He grounds it sharply to third. He's got it. While the throw pulls him off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
4 runs here in this half inning. The 1-1. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the runner from second is in to score. It's 7-0.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-Ro. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Long dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Oh, what a stop. It's there. He got him. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to Arlington. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. At the plate, Alex Verdugo. And Solomon Jones is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Sullivan Jones.
Here comes the first pitch. Bouncer down the line. Chapman brings it in. And he'll get in there safely. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Rangers have elected to...
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Here's Corey Seager, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike one. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. No runs, no hits. One error in the ball game for the Dodgers to this point. Another try at 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. They've locked horns. Here's the next offering. He loses him on ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Now in the box, Gary Sanchez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Arlington. It's the Rangers 7 and the Dodgers nothing. Adam Liberatore enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Adam Liberatore.
Stepping into the box, Cody Bellinger will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Cody Bellinger.
From the stretch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scope over to his left, and there's one down now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jake Stevenson.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jake Stevenson. Here's the first pitch to him. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Verdugo waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Frankie Cordero.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Franchi Cordero, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Seager has a play. And that's the third out. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. And they hold a 7-0 lead. Into the box, Hunter Renfroe. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Now to the plate is the Dodgers designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He went down on strikes last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliders in for a strike. Oh, and 2. Here it is. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
And that's in there for a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Trevor Rosenthal comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Now at the plate, Ricky Thurston. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Catcher, Ricky Thurston.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Verdugo waits on it. 1 out.
The center fielder, number 13, John Flowers.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, John Flowers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Harris is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, second baseman, Lewis Drummond.
Ready for another chance. Lewis Drummond. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Seager over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Rangers down quickly on just 4 pitches, but they're still in control, 7-0. Back here in the Lone Star State with Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Set to start the 9th inning in this one. Digging in, Jonathan Scope. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. First pitch coming. Here it is. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now the 1-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now batting, the first baseman, Will Harris.
Ready once again, Will Harris. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Tough slider down low for a strike. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ready with another 2-strike offering. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. Turned on down the line. And there goes the combined no-hitter. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, he never stopped grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's fouled away. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Nunez stands at second with 2 gone. The Dodgers down to their final strike. He struck him out, and that's going to do it for the Dodgers here tonight.
Well, the discussion around this game is real easy. It goes back to that big 6th inning when they put everything together. They really broke out there and just brought it home after that.
More look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Rangers get the win to jump out to a 2-0 series lead. Landon Grissom pitches well enough to get the W. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.